What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Nova, host and spirits guide of Cork and Curated, and on this episode we'll be getting into Fukucho Seaside sparkling sake. All right, y'all, let's get into the episode. I'm so excited. This is my first time learning about sake, and I cannot wait to share all of the details, okay? While sake brewing was once a male-dominated world, there is a new wave of women Toji, or brewers, breaking down barriers. Sake was once regarded as a special drink made to enjoy during ceremonies such as festivals, marriages, that type of jazz, but now it's a worldwide drink that everyone can enjoy at any time. This sake was made at the Imada Shuso, or brewery, in Akitsu, Hiroshima. Imada Shuso is woman-owned and led by Miho Imada, one of a small handful of women Toji in Japan. Toji is the name of the master sake brewers, or the person in charge of the production at the breweries. The Imada Shuso is a family-owned brewery dating all the way back to 1868. Connecting the dots here, being that Miho-san's last name is Imada, we can deduce that she is a part of the family, but sake making wasn't her original calling. Miho originally trained as a traditional theater artist and was working in Tokyo in 1993. Her father, Yukinao Imada, was growing old, and her brother had opted to become a doctor instead of taking over the family business, so he looked to Miso-san to take over. In 1994, she returned to the Imada Shuso and studied under the current Toji at the time for 8 years before becoming head sake master when he retired in the year 2000. What makes Miho-san so unique in her sake making was her ability to revive a local heirloomed rice that was out of use for hundreds of years, the Hatanso rice. I like how that sounds. Hatanso is a more difficult rice varietal to grow, so everybody basically just stopped using it. But for 2 decades, as part of her quest to craft a sake that properly reflected Hiroshima's distinct climate and agricultural heritage, she decided to take on the task of reviving this strain. Miho-san worked with local farmers through trial and error to cultivate the seeds and revive the perfect brewing process. According to one article that I read, Hatanso's rise, fall, and eventual resurrection began in Daiwa, Hiroshima Prefecture in 1875. 2 years before, the prefecture had founded its first agricultural research station. Officials were eager to document, collect, and research local agricultural specimens, part of a project of agricultural modernization that accompanied the Meiji Restoration. That's a history lesson there for you. They had a stunning variety of rices to choose from, and by 1894, the research station had already collected 500 varieties of rice, which were developed over the approximately 3,000 years that Japanese farmers had cultivated this staple crop. I didn't even know that there were so many different types of rices. Like, I just know jasmine and white, but anyway, they were highly diverse and having been saved for years and passed down for generations. Hatanso rice was the preferred rice to make sake, but brewing it was very hard. It was really hard to grow. So in the 70s, they started experimenting with other rice strains. In the early 2000s, a lucky accident introduced the terroir back into Imada's brewing. One year, the seed bank had a good harvest and were left with dozens of Hatanso seeds, more than they needed. So they asked brewers in Hiroshima if anybody wanted to try to grow it and make sake from it, and Imada said yes. This ushered in Imada's new energy to an old family tradition, so she basically single-handedly revived her family brand. I won't get into too much about how sake is made, but it's basically a mix of rice, water, mold, which is called koji, and yeast. I mean, it sounds a little, you're gonna have to tune into another episode of Cork and Curated to delve deeper into that, and it actually is really interesting. Another thing that makes Miho-san so unique is that she created her own hybrid yeast starter and experimented using white koji, and which isn't commonly used. There are different type of kojis, or the molds used in the fermentation process. They usually use the yellow one, but she uses a little bit of the white toji, which contributes to the flavor, and I really can't wait to taste it because I haven't. I'm just like, it just sounds so interesting, like the whole mold thing, but I'm trying to expand my mind, okay? I already love sake, and I was just really happy and elated to find a woman-owned brand. I didn't realize that it was male-dominated in that way, and that there are really a handful of women Toji. Now we're gonna get to the fun part and taste it. This is a junmai sake, which means 100% rice, because sometimes after fermentation they add a little alcohol to it. So this is just 100% fermented rice, and can't wait to taste it. Okay, y'all, now to the fun part. We are going to taste this fabulous sake. I had a really good time learning about it. I always say that I love to geek out about the sakes, and I'm here with my fabulous cousin Gabby, who's going to taste it with me. I'm gonna make everyone in the room taste it, so you know, but she's just on the screen. So again, just to go over again, this is a woman-owned sake. It's a junmai, so junmai means it's no additives. Sometimes what they do is they'll add a little extra alcohol into the sake, but this is not the case. And it's so interesting that they polish down the rice also to do it. So again, you're gonna have to tune into another episode of Cork and Curate to learn about the whole sake making process. So ready to try it?
Ready.
I've never been to Japan before. Have you?
No, but I just recently saw that American Airlines has a straight non-stop flight. They're the first American airline to have a straight non-stop flight to Japan.
Okay,
So
well, we're gonna have to get into it. All right, and it says that the profile on here is lemon, guava, elegant bubbles. Don't smell like no citrus bubbles.
It does smell like yeast though.
Which I definitely like that. I feel like that's a prevalent smell in sake. And you know, you can have it. There's warm sakes, there's chilled, but this one you serve chilled. And yeah, let's get into it. And prior to shooting, we were talking like, oh, let's talk about animes and stuff like that. I'm really into anime. That's how I connect with the Japanese culture. The first anime that the first anime that put me on was Rurouni Kenshin or Samurai X. So that's how I fell in love with it, because I was like, oh, anime, boo. But it's actually lovely. So that was the first anime that got me hooked onto it. But you're more of a Studio Ghibli.
Yes, I like Studio Ghibli because I feel like all of the movies have like a deeper meaning. I can just watch them over and over.
Okay, but
they're like my comfort movies.
Okay.
Like I go back to them, especially Spirited Away. Like that's my favorite.
That's your favorite one? Is it gonna make me cry?
No, it won't make you cry. You'll probably think of it, and every time you watch it, you'll probably think of a different meaning.
Okay, all right, I can
something deep, and you'll be like,
because I don't be wanting to cry, child, but I say that, and okay, so aside from Rurouni Kenshin, I'm into Demon Slayer. That's made me cry.
Check that out.
It's so good, and I'm anticipating the new season. Hunter x Hunter, gone. What else? Bleach. Right now, I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They need to get Dio up out of here. But yeah, I had a lot of misconceptions about anime, but now I'm into it. So that's my connection to the Japanese culture. And I also want to attend a Japanese like tea ceremony one day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm into
you
tea.
know the cherry blossom is coming up.
Oh yeah, you've always been into the cherry blossom.
Yes.
They do it in Brooklyn, right?
Yep.
Sure. So yeah, we gotta get to Japan, y'all. So all right, I've got these cute little sake glasses. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to make sure we're sipping it right. So cheers.
Cheers.
All right. It
has like a malty taste.
It does taste like Malta,
right?
Kinda, right?
Malta, yeah.
It's giving Malta. Like honestly, that was the perfect descriptor for it. Yeah. I find that with each episode, I'm trying to do my best to like describe it better. Like, you know, how do you describe it?
Right.
But it's definitely giving Malta. She was joking around because there's like little crabs and like octopuses on the bottle. She's like, oh, with hints of crab and octopus.
Hints of
but
crab legs. That's how we like it.
I'm weak. Nah, it's no hints of crab legs, y'all. But I think it's just that Miho-san, basically the Toji that created this, wanted to make this sake like similar to where she grew up at in Hiroshima. So I guess that was by the seaside. But yeah, if you're looking for a more malted type of sake, then I would say this one. And it was a little hard to source this. So shout out to lavinotech.com, and they shipped it, didn't break, came really quickly, and yeah. I feel like we should just patronize all women Toji. So that's something to look out for. Like, I feel like if you're gonna try a sake, like, let's give it up for the women doing it. And now I have something to drink while I'm watching anime, for real. Here, y'all not getting out of this. Get into it. But yeah, it's giving Malta. I wouldn't say Malta is my favorite, you know what I'm saying? It's more of an acquired taste.
Yeah.
So you know.
That was like the only thing we could drink as kids.
Malta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a malt. I've had other sakes that weren't as pungent in the malt sector. But yeah, still shout out to the woman Toji, Miho-san. On being a term of endearment. You threw that back. Did you you liked it? You know, I mean, look, it's an acquired taste. You know, the point of the show is to keep it real. We never gonna bash nobody, but this probably wouldn't be the first like sake I would pick up. But I think I just wanted to incorporate something, especially the fact that she was able to revive the Hatanso rice strand. That piqued my curiosity in itself. So much respect still to the Imada Brewery. We'd love to come visit. Oh, that flight though, I don't know how I'm gonna get through that. But yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, in Japan. Yeah, I would love to go to the brewery. How long is that? How is that? I mean, I've been to Egypt, so if I could do the 10 hours, then I could do Japan, and I really want to.
And we could do the Mario Kart.
Oh, I want to do that. They have. Okay, see, it's lit. So sponsor us to come. No, but yeah, seriously though, this is the point of the show, to just try out different things. So if you feel like you like a more malted taste, I would definitely say go for this. And I love little paraphernalias, so this just gave me another excuse to buy some cute little glassware. But yeah. How many? 13%. So yeah, be careful with this one because it is strong. Yeah. But I learned a lot, and yeah, probably not gonna shelf this. But maybe we'll try some other ones because she does have other brands. I mean, I was gonna say cuvées, but that ain't the word for it. Like other types that she makes. This isn't the only one that the brewery makes. So still shout out. Women still run the world, period. Look at her for reviving the Hatanso strand, because you know what? Everybody else was too afraid of it, but not her. She was like, you know what? Give me that rice. We gonna get it together. And so shout out to her for taking over the business and making it do what it do. So yeah, thanks, Gabs. I guess I gotta watch some Studio Ghibli. What's the one with the kitty called? The Adventures? I was gonna say JoJo's. What's the one that's
Kiki Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery Service. All right, so now
everybody gets mixed up between that kitty and Luna from
Sailor Moon.
See, I got
2 different cats.
And you know what's so funny? Like, I didn't know growing up that we were watching anime like Pokemon and Sailor Moon and stuff like that. You know,
I think that was my first.
So now I'm into it. Like, shout out to Meg Thee Stallion for just hosting the Crunchyroll Awards. She looked amazing, and she cosplayed as one of the characters from JoJo's. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I'm up to the point where Jotaro, and he's so rude, but whatever. But they're about to fight Dio, if y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna do any more spoilers, but I'm not at the Bucarelli, I think is the name of the character, but I'm still watching it. So if y'all want to recommend some animes for me to watch, run that down in the comments, all right? Or some other sake brands that you would like, send it down, okay? I'm more into action, a little gore. I ain't trying to cry now. But I also like a good storyline, so please send your recommendations in. And always remember to drink responsibly. Jumai. I think that means delicious. Correct me if I'm wrong, but cheers. See you next time.